Welcome to Life Transitions, Episode 5. I'm your host, Larry Stroh. This podcast is something I came up with for guests to get their story out there. Life is full of change, and some transitions are planned. Others catch us completely off guard. Whether it's becoming a parent, changing careers, overcoming heartbreak, finding faith, rebuilding after loss, or discovering who you truly are, every transition has a story. On this podcast, I've created a space for real people to share real experiences, no filters, no pretending, just honest conversation about the moments that changed their lives, the lessons they learned, and the strength they found along the way. If you're in the middle of your own transition, searching for hope, direction, or simply a reminder that you are not alone, you're coming to the right place. So get comfortable, open your heart, and join us as we celebrate growth and the incredible journey of becoming who we are meant to be. This is the Life Transitions, where every ending becomes the beginning of a new chapter. Let's get into today's story. My guest today is near and dear to my heart. You know, Shay, my cousin, big cousin Shay on here. How you doing today, Shay?
I'm good.
Good. How you feeling?
I'm
Good. How's life been treating you?
It's good.
It's good. It's going good. Good. So we here today. You know, Shay's a amazing person, loving cousin, a strong woman. Definitely somebody for me that took care of me when I was, like I said, I'm a little cousin, and I always love to give Shay her flowers, and she noticed. She noticed already, but she always protected me. She always protected me, woman or male, no matter who it was. I think Shay might be at least 20 years old after school fights. I never seen you take an L. And listen, y'all, a lot of her fights wasn't because of her. It's because of her little cousins or some. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of them wasn't because of her, but nobody wanted to see Shay with the hands back then. I promise you. You can check her credentials on that. And I love her to death. I ain't gonna bring that up though. She ain't that woman no. She ain't that woman no more though. She ain't that woman no more. She turned to a very, very, very well-rounded woman. And just one of the questions that I want to start off with, Shay, is just what's a transition that can completely change the direction? What's a life transition that you went through that changed the direction in life? If you had to go backwards, or did it push you forward, or did it set you back a little bit?
So it pushed me forward because I definitely wouldn't be the woman that I am today. It's crazy. But I was hard headed, so I had to go through some stuff to be who I am today. I just didn't listen and go about my way. No, I just did what I wanted to do. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Can you take me back to a time take us back to the time what your life looked like before the shift? Like, what was that transition that you said it was for better, but what did your life look like before that shit?
It was full of hurt. Like my dad had passed away like recently before.
Yeah.
And
Rest in peace to Clarence. Rest in peace to Clarence.
yeah. And then like even when I was gone, like I lost people that I couldn't be there. You know what I mean? Because the decisions that I would make, the choices that I made.
You mentioned where you gone. Where are you gone to, if you don't mind sharing?
I went to jail. I caught a case, and that was life changing, and then but with something like that, I was still hard headed. So I had to go backwards before I went forward, if that makes sense. You think that going to jail is the lowest you can get.
Right.
It is, but then you can come up out of there and then make it to another step and then go backwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah. After, so you went away, you went to jail, and I know that was a very difficult time. That was a very difficult time in my life, shit.
Yeah.
Talking to you on the phone and shit, and just hearing your voice and just you telling me like, "Well, this ain't nothing nobody needs to be going through." You know, you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
and I was pregnant.
And you was pregnant. Yeah, that's
double whammy.
That's definitely a double whammy. Yeah. What was that transition something that you chose or something that happened to you? As far as just, we'll put it like when we know when you transitioned out of jail, obviously it was something that just happened to you that forced you to change your ways, right? When you got out, what was that transition like?
Getting out. As far as when you really got my sense together.
Yeah. Was there? Let me ask this real quick. When you first got out the first time, was there a setback and you went back, or?
I went back because I went on the run.
Okay.
And then I got caught, of course. Because that's what happened.
Yeah. You ain't gonna be running too far.
So stupid.
And then when a lot of people that go on the run, they don't have the money or resources to stay on the run.
But then I went back and then they sent me to the penitentiary.
Okay.
And then I fought to get back out. Like, I found out my daughter was in foster care, and I went to the law library and I filed something called bond pending appeal. Well, I qualified for that because I'm like, I ain't killed nobody or none of that stuff. So I'm gonna file this. And at that time, like, I had found God. My faith was so strong that can nobody tell me no because God was working, right?
Yeah.
I believe in God for real. Like, my experience with God is strong even now. But I filed for a bond pending appeal motion and I got it. I remember that day when like they called me to pack out and I went to pack out and I was like, oh shit, I got my shit. Like, I was ready.
Pack out for the viewers
from the penitentiary.
So they're not
on a writ to Arapahoe County Jail.
Okay.
For this motion that I filed.
Okay.
I was like, also the judge want to hear it.
So let me just clarify for myself, honestly, and maybe a lot of the viewers who never really heard that terminology. So when you're packing out, you're going from one facility to another?
No, every time you go on a rig, when you're in the penitentiary, every time you have to go to court from the penitentiary, you have to pack all your shit. People are gonna steal your shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So you have to pack all your shit, keep it in. They lock it up until you come back. I never went back though, but let me tell you, I was walking out of the room and I closed the door. My name tag fell off the door.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm not coming back to this one. Yeah. And I never came back. Like,
you just left the name tag there?
I left it there. I picked it up. I put it back up there, but I'm like, I'm not coming back here. And so the judge gave me a bond, and nobody came and bonded me out.
And what is that feeling like? Is it feeling like if nobody loved me, everybody said they was there, can nobody
in my life where I'm like, I fucked that. So
okay.
Had I not been doing what I was supposed to do, then I wouldn't even be in this situation. But on the other hand, I was like, I will never ever put myself in this position to where I would meet a motherfucker ever again like that.
Right. So so you made actually one thing I like about that is that you understood that you made your own bed and this was your consequences for what you did. So you wasn't one of the people who was like, nah, Eric or Sean, they can't get me out. Whoever can't get me out, they can't put their money together. Because you was like, it's cool if it happens, but if it don't, I did this to myself. So I'm gonna go ahead and just be in it.
But my feelings was hurt, I ain't gonna lie. But at the same time, I was like, I'll just never put myself on. I'm gonna get my shit together and I'm gonna keep it together. That way I don't ever have to worry about put anybody in a situation or feeling like I need somebody like that.
Yeah. Okay. So you took accountability and you understood that you can't rely on anybody to fix the situation, and that should get you on a straight and narrow. What was the hardest part of that period on you, physically, mentally, or emotionally, from when you was in jail, when you were in there the first time, got out, we went on a run, came back, physically, emotionally, mentally, and then answer that for the second part when you went back and you got out and we succeeded. We decided not to go back to jail.
What do you mean? What was
the hardest part mentally and emotionally about like when you first time you went to jail?
I'm losing a kid.
Okay.
I have another baby in Washington State with my uncle. I'm not being able to be in the world. I used to always lay there and say I would rather stress about real life shit outside of here than stressing inside of here not being able to do nothing about it. And that was my biggest thing. So mentally and emotionally, that was my thing. Like I used to have to read and just cut everything off in the world to just cut off my emotions. I had to cut myself off emotionally from my kids though.
Right.
So that I can do my time without being fucking emotional wreck, like emotional damage.
Right. To the point because you still had to survive in there.
I still had to do what I needed to do. I had time. I had a legal obligation that I couldn't get out of. And so I was like, the only way that it's gonna get better is if you do better.
Yeah.
Is if you do better and then roll with the punches. Do what you gotta do. That's it. That's all you can do.
And then when you mentioned you were going through losing a child, and then you're speaking on the second oldest technically. Are you speaking on one that was living in Seattle, watching Uncle Jay at the time, past tense? So you had one kid away from you in another state. You're in jail, and you were pregnant while you were in jail, right?
The first time.
The first time.
Second
Correct.
time she was
She was already exactly. She was already here. Yeah. Okay. I bet that was tough because I always remember hearing that news and talking to you. That was just something tough that you won't wish on your worst enemy though. So I remember just feeling for you and just you going through that process.
It was just really messed up though. You know that, man, if I knew then what I know now, it'd be the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it'd be like, but if I didn't go through what I went through, like who would I be?
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Would I be the person I am today? Would I be as mentally tough? Would I be?
Oh shit! Everything's not peaches and cream, but life is what you make it. I keep saying that shit.
You're right.
Life is what you make it.
It is what you make it. Yeah. And obviously, that wasn't you weren't prepared to go to jail. You did something and you had to go to jail. So you had to figure, obviously that wasn't something you was prepared for. So you had to figure things out on the fly, right? The first time you went, and when you got out, you thought you figured it out by I'm gonna go on a run. Then you went back to jail.
No, I tried to do the program at first.
The first time.
I tried, but my ass wasn't ready. They always say if you're not ready, you're not gonna make it.
And what did the program entail? What did it require you to do?
That's the pure one. That shit is crazy. The second time though, I went back. I rocked it because they let me come back. I rocked it and I graduated. But the first time I was like, "Fuck this! You want me to do what?"
Right.
No, I'm not doing that. Even the second time, it's just shit that I wouldn't do. That I'm not gonna do ever.
Right.
But I just got smarter. Like I'm just not gonna fuck with nobody, and it's just crazy. You just really have to change your life, though. You have to be ready for something like that. If you're really ready to change your life, you
really gotta go. So that
gotta be here. Goddamn it! I might as well work on some shit.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, you're right. Well, you got the time, and you're right because you see a lot of stories. Just people who sat down for that long, but who actually took the time to educate themselves and become a better version of themselves. So when they came out into this world, you watch them succeed. I'm watching somebody thrive and he was gone for so long, but he's just thriving and he's going and he's just living his life to the fullest now. And he came out very educated, very aware of what's going on, because it's that time he was in there. All he did was just learn and educate himself the whole time. So it definitely wasn't time wasted. So you're right. When you're in there, you might as well do something productive.
Because you have to be there.
Yeah, you're right.
So what you gonna do? You gonna be the same person you always was? Because that's what got you here.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna step into that person that God called you to be? Because for real, believe it or not, I just be like, God got his hands on me for real because he smacks me every time I do something.
Yeah.
Like this is doing like for real. Yeah. Yeah, oh God.
Don't do that.
I have to stop, man. I just can't do it. And I got tired of God being like, no, it's not doing that. No, we're not doing that. No, I just got tired of going against the grain with him. That's really what it's all about, is what he wants you to do. And yes, I could definitely be doing more. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think right now I'm in that transition of asking God, like, what am I supposed to be doing? I want to serve my purpose before I leave this earth. You know what I mean?
Exactly. One of the best things though about just not even people who go to jail make the mistake to go to jail and they gotta serve that time, just people who make a wrong decision in their life and they gotta pay a consequence for it that may take away some time of their life that are even energy or just where their focus could have been at.
That's true, but it's what you do with that time.
With that time, okay. You're right. What you do with that time, yeah.
Like, yes, I'm away from my kids. Shame on me for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All that stuff, but I need to make myself be better for what's to come because yesterday is gone. Yep, I did that. We can't cry about spilled milk, but when I come back, like I have to make sure that I'm better, that I can be able to take care of you.
Right.
I could be able to make sure we got a roof over our head. We got something coming in, like for real. I'm gonna always make sure, man, please.
Right. So for the viewers, you got don't never think of any time as wasted time. It's always time you can reevaluate yourself and work on things that you need to work on. So when the opportunity comes, now you take it and you run off versus fumbling it.
Not only that though, like make sure you have a relationship with God. Like that is the biggest thing for me.
Yeah.
That has always been my biggest thing. Like, yeah, we slip up as human beings though. We're human beings. We're gonna always mess up. Like for real, but you make sure you have that relationship with God. And that's what got me through. Cause man, it's been many a nights. I used to lay in that cell. I used to just lay there, period, just being away from my family. Like, man, I could just walk out of here. Well, especially when I got back the second time and I got to a point where I was doing everything I was supposed to do and I was this close to leaving. But I was like, man, I could just walk out of here. I can go to work and never come back. But I'm like, that's not cool because you're gonna start right on over again.
Yeah.
Finish this shit, get your shit together, go get your kid. Do what you gotta do, you know what I mean? Like that's just it.
What is what's a belief or a habit that you had to let go of to move forward? Like, and it could be from any transition that you made. It could be the jail one, it could be a new one. What is a habit or a belief that you had to let go of in order for you to move forward and get to where you wanted to get?
Oh
to?
man, I have a couple. Being so hard headed was number one because I'm
That was a habit of you being hard. Yeah.
I'm still
Hey, you was hard headed.
I'm still hard headed. I'm still hard headed.
Yeah, Shay Wade.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm still hard headed. But I knew that in that moment that's something that I had to get rid of because I wasn't on my own. I was not in control of my life.
Right. Good. Be good.
I was not in control of my life at that moment. So I had to get rid of that one. And being so close-minded, open my mind to new stuff. Open my mind to more because life is way more than my mind was so small, y'all. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. But it's crazy when you open your mind and just learn new stuff and be open to trying new stuff. Man, I can start a fire, I can go camping, I can fish.
Yeah. You're right. You're doing right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're
like,
right. It's the whole
for
world
real.
of things
It's
to
the
try.
whole world.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just at that point, yeah.
So that is, you're right. That is a habit being stubborn.
Yeah, stubborn.
Being hard. It is a habit because can't nobody tell you nothing.
I'm still like that.
You don't even know what it is.
Though.
But you've learned to
control that
shit.
Yeah. Know when I'm wrong and then what I gotta do. You wrong, you can't be stubborn in this moment. My nigga, you can't.
Yeah.
Self-talk, you gotta talk that shit.
You gotta that's called you've grown up until your womanhood. Exactly. Yeah. You know exactly you could pick and choose when to use that superpower. Mm-hmm. When now you make it so it helps you, it don't hurt you.
Right.
Not exactly. Learning yourself. Exactly. Learning yourself it will help you and not hurt you. Yeah. Certain habits that you do have. Mm-hmm. And that was how your mindset evolved during that transition. Just let's take it here. Let's go here. Let's unpack everything. The situation with the jail, the running away and going back, kids being away, just overall, once you got through that part of your life and you're looking back at it all, you got my cousin here, you got baby girl here, you got not even to this moment, but just to the fact of like when you got there, when you just look back, like, okay, I got the kids, I'm all right, I got this. Where's that at? Like as far as where'd that take your mind to? How'd your mindset evolve after that transition, during that transition?
I think for me, it evolved with knowing who, like, you gotta learn who you are as a person, as a woman. And so for me, I look back and I'm like, damn, that is crazy how much you've grown. That is crazy that you used to think about that. I have old text messages.
Yeah.
I have old Facebook posts. I have old Facebook posts from when I was on the run. I have all that shit. So I be looking at that shit from then and I be like, what in the hell was you thinking? What?
Yeah, what was going on?
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. 100%. You know what? That's funny because when I be bringing up old the memories pop up on Facebook of like I was just like, what I used to be posting.
Right.
Posting just like who wanted to hear all that? What was going on with that? Exactly.
Man.
what surprised you about yourself? What was something that surprised you? What did you learn about yourself, and what surprised you about yourself? Buckling down and being, because you essentially you have to learn how to be uncomfortable. You have to learn how to be comfortable in an uncomfortable environment, right? So, what surprised you about that? What surprised you about yourself? What did you learn about yourself?
That I can do it. Like I have been without my mom. It is 2026. My mom died in 2001. I was 14 years old when my mom died. I was 22 when my dad died.
Rest in peace, Auntie.
So I'm like, I have gone this many years with parents, no guidance, like
Yeah.
And I made it though.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I've been put in some fucked up situations. I've been in some fucked up situations. It's crazy. But I have made it. That's what surprised me. It's like, that's crazy that you went through all that and you still shining. And I know all the love, like I've never been hurt. Like nothing never happened like
that's good, because there's a lot of people who get these, I don't want to say destroyed, who get broken apart by their partners or their family, and they lose their ability to love, to trust, and it just be okay. And it's hard to
trust is another thing.
Yeah.
That's another
yeah. A lot of people will say, let me ask you this. Would you rather have 100% trust in your spouse and no love, but
hold on, give me a little
you're good. Go ahead. All right.
Hold on.
Hold on. I got you. You good. All right, would you rather have 100% trust in your spouse, or would you rather have with no love, just or would you rather have 100% love with no trust, but just he's iffy?
Don't fucking question. Don't ask me that. I don't know.
I'm asking.
You can't ask me that, because man, that is crazy. That is crazy, because I need to love, man. I am an emotional creature. I am emotional, and I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm a Virgo.
Yeah.
I wear my heart on my sleeve. You can't just do me like no.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, let me go.
Yeah, we know.
Actually,
we know. I ain't went to that.
No,
I didn't went to that.
Hey, you know your boy. Give your boy.
Let me check.
Yeah, give your boy. Hey, don't love me, baby. Love your family. But I would love to trust somebody 100%. Because you know what? I just need your word. In my lifetime of dealing with women, y'all word ain't been too good to old Larry. So I just need 100% trust, and I just need your word. And I just need you to do, when you say you're gonna do it, just do it. When you say you're gonna be there, just be there. No game in between. That's just me.
I don't know.
That was a side question. We'll bring it back. So we're gonna go to changes in reality. Was there a moment where you thought you didn't know if you could do this at any point in your life? Like anything that you shared in your transitions, like was there a moment where you thought you couldn't do it? Where you just was odds was against you, your mind was telling you can't do it, you ain't gonna make it, this ain't gonna go my way.
All the time. But I'm gonna just be honest, like all the time, I'm like, I can't do this. Like, but it'd be just shit. It'd just be life situations. I'm kind of spoiled. I'd be like, oh, the bills.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do this. Oh, this. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I don't think I've ever had a choice to think if I could do it or not. I had to do it. It wasn't what I felt like. That didn't matter at that moment.
Right. You just went through with it.
You just got to go through the fucking motions, just with the life that you have lived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. When you're back against the wall, you ain't got nothing to do but do it.
Do nothing but just be like Nike.
Was there any fear and doubt or uncertainty during that time? Was there anything you was fearful about while you were in jail, but you didn't have the kids, but you was having a kid?
Yeah, I mean, my fear happened. My worst fear happened. My worst fear happened. I lost a baby.
Yeah.
I was going through losing a baby to the system. That was my biggest fear of losing my baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not being, I swear, I used to always, I was in DW in 2012, and there was a big fire. You can see the fire when we was walking to the child hall, and I swear I was just like, I'm not gonna ever see my baby again.
Mm.
Because when I got classified, it was 2012 when I got classified, they said I wasn't eligible for any parole or anything till 2018. I was like, I remember going back, breaking down. So that was my biggest fear, like getting out of there before the world ended or before anything happened to where I wouldn't see my babies ever again.
Yeah, that's definitely that's a different type of fear, and it's just the not knowing and the doubt, uncertainty. Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
Who was during that time? Was there anybody or anything that helped you stay grounded during that process? Somebody you could call and get advice from, or just talk to somebody where you can give information to get it out, but it wasn't going to lead that conversation. Was there anybody who just helped you like make sure like keep the main thing,
No,
get to where you need to get to, or
it was
was
me
it just you?
It was me and God. That's who it was. That's who grounded me. That's who heard me. That's who helped me through. I couldn't call anybody. And then when I tell them, they like, what? Like when I first told them the story, they was like, what? Like, no, for real. Like it was me and God. Like I broke down to God. That's what needed to happen though, but that's what happened. That's who it was.
But that was something that faith in God gave you the strength to get through, huh?
Yes.
Just to know Him.
Yeah, He gave me the strength. And I didn't even think that He would give me the strength because I'm like, that's my biggest fear. I don't have the strength to deal with this. I remember laying there and then one day I just bounced back like, boop, you know what? I'm gonna follow this motion, boop, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
All this shit, yeah.
Okay. That's a good answer. That's a really good answer. So on there's the turning points. Was there like any certain moment where things started to click for you? Like when you was going through those where you're just like, oh, okay, I got that. I thought that was hard, but it's not that. Everything started to click, everything started to you start getting win after win until you got to where you need to get to. Or there's
shit life.
was the moment that everything just when you just was like, I could do. So if I could overcome the prison program, overcome prison, anything else?
When the judge lowered my bond to $5,000.
Yeah.
And nobody came and got me on a $5,000 bond. When I fucking talked to my attorney, she was like, would you be willing to go back to the Haven? And I was like, hell yeah. At this point, I'm gonna do anything to get out so that I can work on trying to get my baby. Yeah. Like that part right there. That's what made me be like, oh, when they accepted me back and they came and got me, I was like, oh, I got this.
Yeah.
I'm good. Because now I'm rolling. This is what I'm supposed to be doing because this is what I should have did a couple of years ago. Now I'm starting over. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I should have been way further.
You should have been ahead, but you were still.
Period. But it don't matter.
It's
I'm there now. I'm like, I'm there now though. Yeah. So let's go.
It don't matter when you finish the race, as long as you finish.
Yeah.
Hey, for sure. What decision had the biggest impact on getting you through your transition? Let's put it like this. What decision had the biggest impact negatively or positively? On which side, which decision you remember had the biggest impact?
What had the biggest impact?
Like, was it one of the negative choices that you made that impacted your life to where you didn't think it was going to be impacted, or has it been after that a decision that you made?
It as a negative.
Give me two. Give me two.
I can't give you an impact. I can't give you a negative impact because that negative impact turned out to be what saved my life, right? So the negative impact for me was me going to jail, motherfuckers saying and talking and doing all that shit and getting me all that time. You get what I'm saying? That would be a negative impact, right? But for me, my life was going fucking spiraling out of control before that shit happened. So that shit saved my life because then I started motherfucking doing other shit. I met other people. I got man. Yeah. So I can't give you a negative, but it turned out to be a positive.
So what's the positive?
The positive is I'm here now,
You're here right
and
now.
I'm living.
Right now, yeah.
I'm living. I'm healthy. I freaking have the ability to get up and take my ass to work every day,
Right.
and I have the ability to try to get rich one day. Like,
And this is one of my favorite questions, and I haven't shared my story yet, but that's gonna be an episode that we're working on. But for mine, one of the most negative impacts is it's kind of like yours, it was double-edged sword. But one of the most negative impacts for me, it was just how when I was in my 20s, probably from 18 to 20s, I was just selfish. I was King Titus. I touched anything that turned to gold from the camera.
He thought he was Rick Ross.
Yeah. So
Rick Ross was coming outside. He's coming outside. His whole body's tatted up. He's coming outside with his shirt off.
Hey, shirt off. God, Karen.
Talking about
501, 501, Jordan, all that.
Yeah.
So one of my niggas was ones though, but I never committed to nothing as far as like a job I would commit to, but as far as like a partner or a woman, I never committed to any of that. And maybe I lost one or two that maybe I should have married, but if I would have did that at that time, I always thought this is my thought of marriage. I think it's so sacred that when you do it, you should only do it once, and it should be the right person, the right fit, and you should not need nobody else to do that time for nothing, right? I knew I wasn't there as a person, and I didn't want to lie to nobody and say I was there. So therefore, I never got married, and I always lived a selfish way, and I never, ever say I never was scared of losing nobody. Because you know why? Because I was in love, and I respect myself that goddamn much to this day. I never was scared of losing a woman, a partner, none of that shit. That's why when it was over, it was over. I actually in my exes, we never circled the block. We never came back around. Once you're gone, you're gone. And I'm good with that. But now, see, the man I am today at 37 years old, the positive part about that is this. I've seen it done wrong so many times and I was in it that now I position myself in life to be a better version of myself to where I'm willing to share what I built and to have a woman in my life. But I just got to get it right that next time. The next woman I get serious with, she got to be the right one. I'll date around and play around and shit. But I can't afford, I'm not in a position where I can afford to lose on that again. I don't want to lose on that because I've done all that, the living with the women, the having kids. I've done all that. But the one thing I never did was I never gave a relationship an honest chance. And I don't say that. I just wasn't that person. So that's just one of my that's one of the best questions I like. I like answering that one with the guests. Now we're gonna go to the reflection segment. Looking back on what you go through, would you go through your transition again? Why or why not? Any of them? You told us about 3 or 4. Is there one that you would not go through again, or is there one that you would go through again? Why or why not?
Oh man. I always ask myself this question and I go back and forth because part of me is like, fuck. So what I do it again? Because goddamn, that is a lot. Yeah. But it branded something so beautiful. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I don't think I would do it again because it was a lot. Just because emotionally and things touching, and that was just that little part. But with my mom dying, I would probably, if I could go back, because we can't change God's hand.
Right.
But I think I would try to make a couple of things better before she passed away.
Okay. Like with the relationship?
The relationship and how hard-headed I was. I was very hard-headed. I was hard-headed. I was defiant when she was dying. And that's because I didn't understand what the hell was going on. You know what I mean? And that was just, for me, it was just fucked up for me at that moment in my life because I didn't understand what was going on. And I did get mad at God until I understood who God was. And when I understood who God was, now I'm just like, shit, I need you here. That's just the selfish part of me. But you somewhere where you're not even suffering.
Right.
You know what I mean? Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Because I don't know what her relationship with God was. You know what I mean? So I don't know where she is. I hope that you with God. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. But
did that transition it clearly, like you mentioned before, it made you who you are today. So you're in a good space with who you are today, going through all that? How did that experience, what did it shape? What is your shape? A strong, proud black woman, understanding she can handle herself, she can handle business out here, she can do what she gotta do in the real world.
So I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm still shaping, right? I'm still shaping.
Yeah.
I'm still learning to love me, to be honest. But I'm shaping something beautiful with my emotions, with my everything. Like if I just work on my hurt, then I will be okay. My hurt. And I think because nobody's ever gonna be perfect. But
Right.
so yeah, I feel like it's shaping something beautiful.
For sure. What is for if you had some advice, what would you say to someone currently going through a major life transition right now? Or a minor one, or just career, job, somebody getting divorced, somebody just broke their leg trying to heal back from that.
No, about a lot of stuff because I didn't go through a lot of that stuff, but
what advice would you give to anybody going through any type of transition?
just like if you don't stand on something, you'll fall for anything.
Oh, I like that. If you don't, I still quote every episode. What was that one?
If you don't
stand on something, you'll fall for
anything.
Ain't that the truth? I fell for a fat girl, I got lost, but that's another story. But but I found her.
Yeah,
She wasn't hard to miss. No, I'm not.
But yeah, and then you know what? You gotta go to God for everything. You have to put Him first because it's a reason why you're going through what you're going through. Like, not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying, like, it could be something God could be leveling you up. It just maybe you're supposed to go to Him. Just go to God with everything, everything. It don't matter how many times you fucked up. It don't matter what the hell you got going on. If you got something going on, like anything, deliverance, anything, you go to God and God will make it happen. I promise you. I promise you.
Yeah, that's dope. I like that. I like that faith. I like that belief. What's one thing that people think about a transition that isn't true? Like, cause I feel like everybody's transition is different, but if there's something that is not true about transition, as far as like just the meaning of it or going through that process, one thing that I think isn't true is I think when there's people that doubt themselves and they think they can't do it and they think that's gonna be the defining factor of them not getting to where they gotta get to.
They're not confident.
But as you're doing it, you know what I'm saying? As you're going through it though, even though you're doubting yourself, you're going through it, and when you're done doubting yourself, you already done it. You see?
That's like I don't know, kind of it's like an open-ended question, right? Because choices.
Yeah.
Right? A person can think that their transition in life is fucked up because
yeah.
You know what I mean? But what's going on in your life? It'd be the thing. But I think that's not true. I think everything happens for a reason.
How can someone embrace change instead of resisting it? How can you embrace the change? The good or bad? I think the bad, you kind of just allow that flow in and kind of deal with it slowly but surely. But you still got to deal with it. You can't not. You're gonna always embrace the good.
Tap into your feelings, and that's something that I've never done for real. Like shit has happened, like fucked up shit for real. And I have not tapped. I don't tap in. I'm just now tapping into my emotions, and instead of sitting there and processing it, I'll act, move, whether it be good or bad. Whether it'd be like stand still, and I'd be like, oh, let me do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just feel like you got to tap into yourself and listen to your gut and your intuition. Some need to be still. Be still. That's how you embrace it.
Okay.
It's going with the flow and with yourself.
If your life transitions had a message or a lesson attached to them, what would it be? If you could sum up your whole story as a message and lessons, what would it be?
A message?
A message of your transition. Or a lesson you learned.
When life give you lemons, you make motherfucking lemonade.
No, we ain't doing that. Oh, crocodile, dirty bullshit. Nah, give me a lesson. Like even like you could teach my cousin's dad. You could teach, your siblings. It's a lesson that you learn.
Life gives lessons. It's on you to embrace and learn from.
Okay.
Or not.
Yeah. See, I like
you can learn from them or not.
Yeah, you can keep being stupid, or you can watch. You can go watch it sometimes.
Another thing is, I watch. We have a lot of shit in our family with addiction, fucking homosexuality, which is whatever, sickness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. That health shit.
And I think for me, I watch that too a lot, and I'm trying to go the other way.
That's good.
Like I got my tumor, I got my soursop up there in my chlorophyll water.
Yeah.
My moringa, turmeric, all that stuff. I'm trying, man. I'm not trying to die from cancer.
Yeah.
You know, my mom died when she was 43.
Yeah. And that actually
and I'm about to be 40.
And that brings us to our next question. So that was a lovely way you answered those questions. Everything was deep and emotional. I felt the connection, and I'm going to ask you this, and you know, and you can ask me back too, because I kind of want to answer it too. But what if there was one thing, if you could have 1 hour to spend with Auntie Nita again, what would y'all do, and what would the conversation be? If you could, the current you right now had a chance to speak to Auntie Nita for an hour, what would that conversation be?
First of all, I'm telling on our motherfucking granddaughter. The first one.
Yeah. She gotta get told on.
And I'm telling on Chris. Me and her gonna have a conversation about Chris, cause she see all this shit. And then I will apologize for my shit.
Okay.
And then we would just chill. We wouldn't spend too much time on that shit because I would just embrace her.
That hour.
And that hour.
Yeah, you physically get her.
Yeah.
Perfect. Exactly. I hear that.
You, what about you?
One thing, let's see. If I can get your Auntie Faye back.
That crazy.
If I can get your Auntie Faye back for 1 hour, honestly, I would want to get cussed out. That was my thing. Give it to me. I want to do something crazy too, and get me. And then I just want to get an update on her grandkids, and her Anna. That's her first girl she has in the family. Let her get updated on Beatrice and Apollo. She cried when she saw Beatrice because Beatrice looks just like her mom and her when they were babies.
They do with that red ass.
Yep. Is that just like Nana? Yeah, she get that red hair from Nana. Yep. And I would just honestly, I will actually
just like her. Yeah.
I would want to make me some oven fried chicken one more time.
No, I need some of them sweet.
I ain't even
share that time.
I ain't met nobody.
You gotta share that time.
Hey, I ain't met nobody that made anything close to that oven fried chicken like she used to.
You gotta share that time.
Probably not. Yeah.
Sweet potato pies. Can you put that in your app?
Yeah, for sure.
Potato pie.
Potato pie. Yeah.
I got the dressing down pat. You need to come over here for Thanksgiving because I gotta make the dressing.
There have been many challengers. So far, no champions.
Watch.
Shout out to Monday. He's close. Monday's close. But yeah, thanks for joining us for episode 5. This is Stroh.
I'm talking about talking about Shades having shots. No, I'm not, baby.
Oh wow.
Moscato.
Wow, son. Wow, son.
Let's talk about her real quick.
No, let's not talk about Sean.
Talk about Sean.
We're gonna call Sean. We're gonna say Love Show. This is episode 5. Cousin Shay came through and did their thing. I appreciate you. I love you. We ain't gotta go this long without seeing each other.
I want to be the one to
and we out.